In this video we will set up style this navbar and make it according to our reference for this website. So we will change the color of the navbar and set up the links and style it. So before starting, if you're not subscribed my channel, please subscribe. So let's go back to our application here and let's open up the navbar, and then we can set this go to the navbar and we can set the background color. For example, if I just check background dash color, and I can suppose if I want to set blue, right, and then go back and refresh. So it is not applied. Let's set to red and refresh. Let's see if the style is applied or not. So let's go to this navbar. Now let's add a important, because it is not overriding. So if I refresh, so now you can see that the color is applied. Let's set to blue. If we refresh, so this is the color, but we actually want to use this color. If we inspect it and go to navbar, so we can actually use this color. So let's go to our assets, and then in the style sheets let's add a new style. Let's name it style.scss. Okay, and then we can actually in this style.scss let's set the bg dash blue, and then set the background color to this one, right, and let's copy that one in the navbar, and instead of this style let's remove all of that and just add the bg dash blue. If I refresh, go back to the main application and refresh, so style is not applied because we have to actually include this file in our bootstrap. So here we can just write import and then style, right, or instead we can reference this file. So if I refresh, let's see, let's stop the server and run it with the bin dash dev, so that it can listen all the changes and compile the assets instantly. So if I refresh again, so bg blue style is applied now, but it is not overriding. Let's add the same important in our style, right, and now if we go back and refresh, style is not applied. We can actually remove the default style of the navbar, that is let's check why it is not being applied. Okay, you can see that now the style is applied, and now all our text is black. Let's make it light. So to do that, let's add a class of navbar dash light. So if we back and refresh, let's see if we refresh, still not applied. Let's see, let's change it to dark. If I refresh, okay, so you can see that now all the links are white. And now let's add the link to this patient and doctor and patient links on the left side, on the right side. So if we go back and then in here, let's add a new div, and in this div let's add a class of navbar nav, and then mr-auto. Then let's add that one, and then here let's add some of the links. If I can just add a link to, actually let's cut the links from home page, index home, and cut these two links and paste it here. So we can remove this break lines, and yeah, and in these links let's add a class of btn, and then btn-sm, and then btn-primary. Let's copy the same styling and apply it on for the patient as well. So let's change the link to doctor, and then for this one let's change to patient. So let's refresh. Okay, you can see that these links are now visible, and but they are not on the right side, right? Let's see what we can do. So how can we make them on the left side? So let's add a class of me-auto here, and if I refresh, you can see that now these buttons are on the right side, and let's add some spacing between them. So we can add a class of mx-1. mx means it will add space in the horizontal side, on the left and right side of the button. So let's add mx-1 on this button as well. So if I refresh, you can see that these buttons are now styled. So let's remove this sign out because the user is not logged in. So if I click on this link, it shows up this sign up page, and if I click on the patient, you can see that the URL is changed. For the doctor, the type is doctor in the URL, and for the patient the type is patient. But actually we don't know how that this form is for the patient or the doctor. Let's change this title based on the param. So if we go back onto the views, in the device views, and then registration, and then new. So let's set up sign up, and then as here we can actually get the value from params of type. So if I refresh, you can see that sign up as patient, and then if I go to doctor, it says that sign up as a doctor. So if I remove this type, we should have the default value. So we can actually set up here to doctor. Okay, and then for the value in the input, in the hidden field, we can also set this value to doctor. If this is not present, then it will show this value, and in the same way, if this value is not present, then it will show this doctor. So if I refresh, it says that sign up as a doctor, and then in the hidden field I can show you that the type is param is not present in the URL, but in the input field, hidden field, you can see that the value for the role is doctor. So yeah, in this video we styled up the navbar, and actually we can remove these links because we don't need that one. We can only need this home link, and we can remove these two links, these three links. And for the home page, let's change the link to this root path, and on the navbar let's change the name of our application to doctors and patients, right? And then let's change this link to also root. So if I refresh and I click on the home page, you can see that it takes us to the home page, and if I click on this here as well, it also takes us to the root path. So yeah, that's all for this video, and I will in the next video we will list all the doctors in the home page, like this one. Yes, so here you can see that there is some spacing in the buttons, inside the buttons, but these buttons, the widths are small. Let's fix them. And then in these buttons, let's add a padding of px-2, and then px-2. Let's see if we refresh. There is no any spacing. Let's see if I click on here, and then so let's increase the spacing to, for example, 4. If I refresh, okay, you can see that now the spacing is good, and it's a little bit more. Let's change back to 3. So if I refresh, yeah, now it is better, and they are matching. So yeah, that's all for this video, and I will see you in the next video.